extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on.
Running toward the tape. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Getting set for the point after. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Off the play fake. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Nice play design on that one. Make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Can't get him to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on 4th down. Snap in the shotgun. Going for 6. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Rutgers. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting.
The expressway is wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The give is to Williams. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. 2nd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking the play. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This guy is so comfortable in zone coverage. They're playing cover 2, and he's just back there roaming around in the middle of the field. He's so confident in his speed to break on the ball. As soon as he saw where the QB was trying to go with it, he put his heel on the ground, accelerated, and made the pick.
The run from the shotgun. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Off-play action on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes Cincinnati offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
Makes a man miss. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these middle ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Dances away from the heat. Firing to the right, complete. At midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking to move it through the air. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The give is to Williams. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to...
He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it down the right side. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
To the air, it's Sorsby. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nothing but green ahead. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up, and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
The give to the tailback. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. He's looking to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up a sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He chucks one out to the right. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Looking for room. It's Benjamin. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Scarlet Knights are threatening in the red zone. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
Yeah, 4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for it on 4th and inches every single time.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. On the ground, it's Benjamin. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Line is set on third down. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And the route is on. Follow the
time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13.
35, Cincinnati, 13.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snatches it on the right. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Bearcats! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Here comes the two-point try. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Cincinnati, 19.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the left side. Bulls his way forward. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Running back searching for a hole. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Scarlet Knights are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
On 3rd down, going up top. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day,